is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Throwing is Perkins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. The slot man in motion right. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A 3rd down gain of 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give up the middle to Akers. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards. Back's a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll run here with Akers. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. In motion right is Robinson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This a 31-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And not much of it. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. Touchdown, LA. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now Austin. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Pat the street, pat the street.
Now Perkins. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw is Perkins. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On the counter, this is Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A. Bryce Perkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll go again here with Akers. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Akers. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it with Akers. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But
he's got a man. Complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. No check.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it off on one throw right there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Rams. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Packers 6. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
70.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Well, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, 44 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
In motion right is Robinson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Perkins. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. Finding room at midfield. And he's got some space here. Down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Rough part, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Chandler. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They run it with Chandler. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
1st down and goal to go.
Chandler. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned in.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Rodgers will throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Slot man moves right. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Perkins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The kick by Marr is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Akers. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Akers. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience...
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season... Because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Devontae Wyatt there for the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Akers. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On the jump. No, no.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To throw is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Rodgers. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from